Hey y'all, this is John and Kat with the Gun Discovery Channel.
What's happening? That's for you, Firearms Rescue. Now you have something to parody. But just know that you're going to be parodying a parody of a Office Space. So, it's nothing original. Hey guys and gals, we're back. I know it's been a while since we've made a new video, and it's been largely due because of school and work.
We've been very busy.
Yeah, exactly. Kat just finished finals for this quarter, and now she's on spring break. I just finished midterms, and now I'm on spring break for a week, so we hope to put together at least a couple of videos here in our time. So what is this video about? Well, the answer is, this is actually kind of a video sort of in response to the the whole Japan disaster, the earthquake and tsunami, in addition to being prompted by Mr. Picky 510, who you've heard us talk about a little bit lately because we've just made an in-person connection with him. He did a video on what's in his 72-hour sort of earthquake survival kit. And being that we live here in Northern California, it just seemed to make a lot of sense. Where have I... Survival? Sense? Yes, kids. This is what sensible survival really looks like. Okay? Listen, we are by no means hardcore preppers. Okay? This is not for those of you who are looking to get ready for the apocalyptic doom that is very near on the horizon. Okay, that's not what this is about. This is about actual, sensible, economical preparedness and survival.
It's good to have it at any time. Just an emergency kit or anything, because anything can happen. It's just the basics of the minimum that would keep you prepared and supplied for 2 to 3 days. Just a few items to have.
So Kat and I individually decided that it would probably be a good idea to keep a kit in our respective vehicles. When we had the earthquake of 1989, lots of people were separated. It happened right about dinner time or as people were getting off of work, and they're on their way home, and they're not, already at their, area central location. And some people, couldn't get home because the roads were closed or, washed out or whatever. So each of us has decided to sort of assemble a little, kit just to kind of, sustain you for a period of 3 days, like Kat said, in the event that that's necessary. Now, we live in a highly urban environment, and it's probably not going to be necessary for us to go out and have to light fires in a forest and fend off wild animals with our, survival knives or anything. But there is usefulness in having it, just in case they become tools that can help you in a particular situation as you're trying to work your way back to your home.
So we just wanted to share with you what was in each of our kits. This is just a beginning of stuff that we're starting to get. We'll probably have a series of different videos in the future that when we add to it and expand a few items. But this is just the beginning of some of the stuff that we've gotten thus far.
Yeah, exactly. And that's really important too because this is not a comprehensive kit yet. We're still in the process of assembling things, and as we start putting new items into these kits, maybe it'll give you some ideas of what actually makes sense for you, because this is not at all a one-size-fits-all approach. And a lot of things we're doing sort of on the cheap, frankly. You're not looking at expensive Maxpedition gear here or anything like that. But for certain things, it does make sense to spend the money and get a higher quality item. So we're going to try and go through some of that. And we'll start by taking a peek inside of Kat's 3-day survival kit and see what she's carrying here, with the caveat that you know, there are things that are obviously missing that will be added later, that we'll be getting to, and hopefully make this a little bit of an ongoing series at least. So, with that being said, we'll go ahead and get it set up so Kat can show you what she's carrying around inside her survival kit.
Yep. So let's take a peek inside my bag. First of all, I'm going to show you my bag. This is actually a power bait tackle box. John and I looked at a bunch of different bags, and we really liked these. We liked the black and the bright yellow color, and we just liked the way they worked out the best. So, you know, whatever works for you. And I don't think that they were that expensive. And also I just wanted to let you know that these are by no means bug out bags in any sense. This is just a 2 to 3 day survival kit to get you through in an event, or, you know, even if you're out doing something and something happens, you know, you've got that kit available. So I'm going to go ahead and spin it around so I can get the items out and show you exactly what I have in my bag to begin with.
Oh, where did you get these bags at, honey?
I think we got them at Walmart.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like I said, we looked at a bunch of different ones, and we just kept going back to these. We really liked the looks of these. We liked the compartments. There's side compartments. There's front compartments.
The shoulder strap is really handy too.
Yeah. It's very nice shoulder strap, as you can see. It's a little bit of a cushion. Mm-hmm. So that makes it really nice.
And it also has that tethering cable, like that carabiner. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can kind of hook it into, you know, your belt or something in case you're climbing a rock, I guess. Or...
And that way it's attached to you. So if your bag happens to slip off your shoulder, you still have the bag attached.
Right.
So not that I'll be climbing any rocks anytime soon. But anyway, let me go ahead and open it and show you what I have in here. One of the first things I'm going to show, it's really fun, I guess, is these first aid kits that John got us. And it's for 1 to 2 people. And I'm going to go ahead and open it up.
Yeah, and just a quick shout out to Snake Strike 77, who sort of it talks a lot about LAPoliceGear.com. That's where we got these. LAPoliceGear.com. Very cheap, by the way.
They're really nice. They have a rescue howler whistle in here. And it also has a compass, medications, and then wound care, burn and blister. It even has a tick and blister extractor. I don't know if you can see that real well. And of course your gauze. The second thing that I have in here, and these are really neat. Actually, I think everybody should even carry these in their vehicle, at least one. They're emergency survival blankets. And I have 5. I think John and I each have 5. And they're thermal. And it reflects back 90% of your body heat. And I just think these are, like I said, I would even think, you know, something like that would be good to keep in your car, you know, for accidents, you know, if something happens to somebody.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's true. I never even thought about that.
Yeah, it's just an emergency thing that would be really nice to have.
Mm-hmm.
The next thing I have is, of course, a flashlight. You want a flashlight. So I have this handy flashlight in here. This is actually is John's flashlight, and I'm just borrowing it until I get a flashlight. And the next thing I have is this K-bar knife. And I'm not even sure if we've taken this out of the box yet.
No, I don't think we have. We picked it up and then just haven't taken it out.
So, let me see. I think this is a knife that we picked up at Big 5.
Yeah, it's probably a little too big for an everyday carry application, but you know, for a folding knife that you need to keep in a, you know, in a 72-hour bag, that's it's a good quality K-bar.
It's very convenient. So got that in here, And then we've got the Zippo lighter. If I can get that off. Got the lighter. And then, of course, we've got the Purell hand sanitizer. And then also, everything you need. You're always going to have want something to eat. And so we just have some, I have like, I think 5 or 6, I'm sorry. I have 6 Special K bars. Of course, chocolate and pretzel, your sweet and salty. In here as something to eat. So that's always nice. So that's what I have inside my bag so far. Also, I just John just got for me, I'm going to show you. I can get this zipped up. This is going to go in my bag also. He just got me this Leatherman that I've been wanting. It's the Juice C2. And he got it for me in red, because red is actually my favorite color. Everyone probably thinks pink, but red's my favorite color. And the Juice 2 is a really good one. It's one I've been looking for, and he found it. So that's what I have so far in my bag.
Okay, guys, so we just saw what Kat keeps in her 72-hour kit. I thought I'd go ahead and show you what's inside mine. But again, you know, most of the things are virtually identical because, you know, I order this in pairs, right? And so I think what I'll do is I'll try to tell you where I got these things and how much I paid for them, roughly. And maybe that'll give you some ideas and you know, you can go out and get these things on your own, or, you know, at least go to the different websites and see what else makes sense for your particular application. And the first thing is the first aid kit. I'm going to go ahead and show you the back of the kit because that's where all the contents are listed. I got this from lapolicegear.com. I think I paid $10 for that kit, something like that. Yeah, and it's, you know, it's small, right? So it's easy to tuck away and it can go anywhere. We already talked about the Purell. There it is. That's your that's your fire starter as well as your hand sanitizer. It's like almost all alcohol, so that should catch fire and be able to start a fire for you. Going right along with that, the Zippo. Yeah, it's okay. The Zippo I got on Amazon.com. And I just did a search for Zippo, and I went with the cheapest one I could find, and I think these were $9.99 a piece. I might have failed to mention where we got the Mylar blankets. Again, that was on Amazon.com as well. Just put in Mylar survival blanket and look for the cheapest one. I think, yeah, I can't really remember who the seller was on those. And then we have the Smith & Wesson Extreme Ops folding knife. That was a Big 5 purchase. Now, guys, I don't know if you have Big 5, and gals, I don't know if you have Big 5s in your area, sporting goods store, but every week they have these great sales on knives. And it doesn't really matter from week to week. We always seem to go in there and find knives that are normally priced at $35 to $50, marked down to about $13 bucks. Water, okay, that's another thing that we need to add into this, incorporate into this system. Just, you know, some basic water bottles. So, you know, as we start adding stuff like that, we will keep you guys informed and in the loop, and show you some of those things. So anyway, that's it for now. Hope you found this somewhat useful, particularly for our Northern California viewers and people that live here. We are in earthquake country, okay? And we've had earthquakes now in New Zealand. We've had them in Japan. It's just a matter of time before California gets another big one. So this time we don't want to be, you know, stuck or caught not prepared. All right, well, that's it, guys. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye.